This water piece is going to be a lot more abstract, and I'm going to be using more, I think, flat areas of color to show the way the water is moving. So, there'll be different colors, and it'll give that that real pattern and randomness of it's a combination of the wake of the water and the wind. And between the two of them, the water dynamic has become very random. The pattern, there's not a calm or a repetitive rhythm through the water pattern. So yeah, this is where I'm starting, and as I said, I think it'll be more like flat areas of color as I'm introducing here. There'll be the blues and greens as it develops. I'm really enjoying the direction that this piece is going in. It's definitely more graphic. It has almost like a pop art quality about it, and yeah, it's almost cartoonish, and at the same time, it does reflect, what the water was doing at the time. So I think I'm going to generally fill it in this sort of softer tones, and then build it up, as the colours come forward, and sort of do some blending in areas, but keeping that graphic sort of flat tone quality about the spaces. Just an update on the progress of filling in the colours here. It's looking quite subtle still, but as I get everything in place, I'll start creating more contrast. It's been quite a leap in progress since I last filmed this piece, and on review of what I've said before, I think it might be best that I don't predict the outcome of my work, because I can see now that there's quite a bit of gradation going on, and it's not quite as flat coloured as I was originally perceiving when I began. But having said that, I think there's still going to be these block areas. There's definitely going to be, you're going to be able to see that, the difference between, the brown and the green, but perhaps within the colour itself, there's going to be, more gradation, like in the grey and the blues and that, but there'll still be a definition between the colours. There'll be sort of these boundary lines. Yeah, it's got quite a few colours in it. It's still, yeah, I suppose, on the blue, green, brown side of things. But I think with as I develop the piece further, the spectrum, I think, will close up a little more. There'll be not such contrast between the light and the dark necessarily, or the colours themselves. So I will keep you up to date a little more frequent than between this and the last recording. Here's another update. I've sort of reverted more back to flat coloured areas again. This may change as I go deeper into the drawing. I'm working up the colours more now, the blues in particular at the moment. I've got these three colours on the go: light blue, smalt blue and turquoise blue. And have started out fairly light, and then I'm just building up slowly and stepping back and looking at the different areas, keeping the light and the darker areas bouncing a little bit, so it's just not all one tone, which allows, it sort of helps create the light that was bouncing in and on the water as I was observing it. I will build up like the greens, the muted tones more, and the greys. But right now I'm just working on the blues. You can see it's quite gradated here, but I think that's going to become more a deeper, flatter area, and keeping that sort of graphic flat colour area quality about the whole piece. I've had to put the light on, so I apologise if the colours have changed drastically. It does tend to pick up the more of a texture and contrast within the colours themselves, which they're actually quite a bit softer in reality. What I mean by softer is there's not such hard pencil lines, but the colours themselves are quite rich. So yeah, I'm just continuing to go deeper into the colours, making the flat tones happen, more graphic style. And yeah, I'll just keep working in the colours, and it'll become more solid as I go. It's getting pretty close now to wrapping up. Got the colours fairly solid, and the depth that they're pretty much going to go to. I might do a touch more, just making them a little deeper, but pretty close now. This is where I'm going to conclude this piece. I've worked through the colours more deeply, creating more flat areas within the shapes. I'm quite pleased with this approach. This is more graphic and solid graphically. I would describe it. There's busyness within the composition, but I think that is counterbalanced by the areas of colour themselves being more flat, so that sort of helps to ground as well as define the piece. So yeah, I think this is where I'm going to conclude. I'm quite pleased with the way it's turned out.